What is it?
I'll be waiting till we make it.
Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them.
I'll be waiting till we
The handwriting does seem like that of a sword master. It's an invitation, all right. Let me hold on to the letter.
will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey.
Just as I thought. There was more than met the eye. But if he didn't send the... Maybe...
After all this time away from the Luofu, the seat... Relax. You needn't be so cautious. However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me.
Huh? I've got my work cut out for... Well, if it isn't...
Greetings.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I...
That...
You came at a bad time.
I can't say that I...
You don't remember her? That is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Luofu. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame with her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. Her surrender came with one condition, that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial, before he left.
Imbibitor, since you traveled all this... or... When I left the Xianzhou, I thought Imbibitor Lunae had been wiped from this world.
The life of Imbibitor Lunae and...
I understand. The sins of a past life should... If my guess is correct, the...
Imbibitor Lunae's act...
I, too, am... I returned to the Luofu. I did, however, have one request of... Jing...
So...
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like...
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's...
For sick...
The Stellaron's descent. The Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. The destruction emanated. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Luofu with... You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly your behavior truly is...
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance. I admit I did have... It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy...
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, Locha. Do I need to remind you of your action, or must I utter that tongue... You flat...
Seeing that you sense something is...
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy...
She told me that the unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Ju-Ming artisan Ying Sing, and the unmatched stratagem, the five of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your... You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master.
We can head out now.
Have you mistaken yourself for...
I would make a... Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered. Imbibitor Lunae, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer. Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old.
How hard is it to choose a destination?
The young are the antidote. Stargate.
If it's star skiffs you wanted... Bai Heng.
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemy.
Imbibitor Lunae.
I think...
She was a comrade. Well, that's all in the...
Huh? You mean...
Yes. The sending off of... As for procuring us...
I see. I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either. Careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
No need to worry about the two of us.
We've arrived. All should just enter the command into the device. I remember now.
You like to read?
Hey, I don't read much, but the general forced me to...
That's right.
It was actually really interesting. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then
Indeed. Her luck always... Very few star skiffs she piloted were... She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict future events. However, when it came to surviving, luck is a type of strength after all.
Ha! That'll do it. The starskiff assembly line has been activated. The starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long. See? The star...
After being away...
So...
In the end... Imbibitor Lunae.
The Abundance Emanator, Shu Hu.
You seem to be in... Still, all of that was erased. Let me refresh your memory. During she charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou for the Cloud Knights, giving up ones you couldn't accept that Bai Heng was gone. There is no need to respond. tongue. I've brought your... I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my night... I will fulfill what you asked of me. Let's go. The art... Since the Arbor...
The crisis happened too sudden.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond...
What's that supposed to mean?
And yet where were the
The Lafu's delves are big places.
Young man,
You just want me to do all the work.
you go on ahead this.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
Lend me your strength.
When I move, it's like...
To guard and defend.
Like you never forgot. Destined for oblivion.
Come on already. What took you so...
Don't get anxious, Imbibitor Lune. We have all the time in the world. I taste malice in the air. This spear still recognizes you as its master. Imbibitor Lune, do you know who crafted it for you?
It's been with me ever since my exile.
Lure flame.
I don't remember when I started wielding it.
Still waters of oblivion.
Secret of the saints. Immortality.
You can continue, but you cannot run from combat. Is like those are the words out of all of us. You, when he was but a child, when I first met at first, unfortunately.
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I
So...
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I...
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short life species for long.
Of course he's still alive. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight. As smart as he was, he made the foolish his stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with...
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count? He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him... We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living, what do you think should be done to put an end to it?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict. to continue ridding the world.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. So, in order to sever, your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. I apologize, General.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself, and the
General, you said it yourself.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jing. The man I knew would never have admitted.
Order's already been restored to...
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. Patience, young man.
Dunhung!
Miss Bailu.
Oh, I see!
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and
Those... who cares? Your hand? Please. Your friend, her pulse is extremely...
She...
Your friend's... I've...
Today's her...
What a shame. I'll do come with me. I'll prescribe her some... I'm sorry. Ever since the Dunhung, you might...
Are you in trouble?
No.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
I can smell the herbs. It's around here somewhere. Hey! Give me back my medicine that thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
Allow me.
So this is why your hands are so cold!
Your waters of upliftment. Later moonlight.
This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand!
Lend me your strength.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
All right. Let me make sure nothing... Apologies again for the delay.
Very well.
You're Mara struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. You don't seem to have...
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. And yet, I still have...
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred. All I have left are the sword in my hand. Thank you for your advice. By the way, among...
Bandages? That's a
The person I'm inquiring about,
He must have suffered some kind of sword wound.
Well then, it would... Take this man away.
Yanqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Club... If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become... Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing. Of 5 people, 3, Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum. Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to As for Jing Liu, the sin. Now it is time we pay. Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder, and I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory. High Cloud Quintet. A wineless Gap Jing Yuan.
The laws of the Alliance cannot be I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take
Jing Yuan. But in the end, whether it be you, me, no matter.
Wait. Jing Liu, before you leave, you still owe me.
I have tried. Besides inflict, the immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you.
He did.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword.
You will only draw against an... Jing Liu, allow...
Savor the moment. I will deliver. We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
A familiar feeling, almost as if you used the sword Insing crafted and pierced. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved. It's as if they're saying, I know that you have no, which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. Why? Why is it that only the above? Why does someone like her have to be buried in the end? You unleashed the final piercing, the miraculous thing, like when we drank.
Imbibiter Lunae.
Once this...
The Express won't be able... I did think about giving up the memories. Maybe... when...
Dunhung. I...
She couldn't do it with her sword. We have no choice but to continue.
I will see it through.
Elio's script. I don't mind prolonging my
All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. Who you are, even if the Preceptor's interfering. Yes,